Hey, Warren Eckstein here. I want to get a little personal with you guys today, something I often don't talk about, a lot of personal stuff in my own life. You all know I talk about it in a year that I suffer with rheumatoid arthritis, which is a pretty painful disease to have. But about 2 years ago, I was diagnosed, or longer than that, with another type of health issue, an issue where I have to go through hormone therapy. I just finished up with my last hormone therapy. It was 18 months, every 3 months of getting a shot. And if you're not familiar with hormone therapy, it's really changes the way you think, the way you look, the way you act. Any woman that's gone through menopause can really relate to exactly what I'm talking about. The hormone therapy, hot flashes, and not being able to sleep, and changes in moods and behavior, all things I personally went through. So why am I talking to you about it? Well, you know my amazing rescue, Molly and Willy. I want to talk about the changes in my behavior and how that affected Molly and Willy. I'm a pretty mellow guy. You guys listen to me on the air, have watched me on TV for years, pretty mellow. Talk about what I know. And I practice what I preach. I spend 90% of my time on all fours when I'm home with Molly and Willy. But once I started the hormone shots, something changed. Not about Molly and Willy, but something changed about my behavior. I'd be very sad sometimes. I'm a veteran, an ex-volunteer firefighter. I never cry. But all of a sudden, for no reason, tears would be rolling out of my eyes. And I can't even tell you why very often. So the emotions of my own personality were really changing. I'd be depressed. I'd be anxious. I'd be angry, not at anything, but angry at myself for feeling this way. And I started to notice that Molly and Willy, who absolutely adore me, were acting a little different towards me. And as an animal behaviorist, I was starting to analyze their behavior versus analyzing my own behavior. Once I started realizing that it's my behavior that's changing. It's like I'm not the same person. These hormone shots make me entirely different. Yeah, I'm rational. I can talk to you on there. I can answer your pet questions. But my personality is not the same. I'm a fun-loving, upbeat, let's party type guy. But no, with these hormone shots, I got to tell you, and again, I have a whole new respect for any woman that's going through or has gone through menopause. Waking up 3-4 times a night, dripping wet, being frustrated, being really depressed. I mean, not only the rheumatoid arthritis is enough, but on top of the reason I'm on the hormone therapy, made it even worse. And it's not that I want anyone to be sympathetic towards what I'm going through. I just want you to understand how your behavior can really affect your dogs and cats. Molly and Willy sometimes would look at me as if to say, hey, we love you, Pop, but who are you? But the amazing part about it is when I was feeling depressed, or they noticed, and I'm going to cry now, noticed tears coming out of my eyes, Molly and Willy would be right there, licking my face, trying to make me feel better. When they noticed that I was upset, maybe my voice was a little louder than normal, not at them, but at me, or in general, they kind of, leave me alone a little bit and kind of say to themselves, let him get through this. Poor Denise, she has to go through it as well. So the reason I wanted to do this, and again, I don't like to talk about a lot of personal stuff, and I've talked about the arthritis, the rheumatoid arthritis, and I do take immunosuppressants, but the hormone therapy is something that popped up, and I'll talk more about it in the future. But I wanted to stress that if you notice, if you're going through some type of medical thing, or if you're going through a divorce, or there's other changes in your life, I want you to understand that those changes really affect your pets. Now, you would think, me as an animal behaviorist, for the amount of years that I would have picked up on the changes in me affecting the pets versus looking to see if there was anything changing with them. And the only changes in their behavior would due to changes in my behavior. So I took charge of that. And it's hard because, with the therapy, you don't have control over the emotions. So it's hard to say, well, I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to be depressed. I'm not going to cry because I don't want to upset Molly and Willy. So what I try to do right now is when I feel one of the sadness or something coming on, I just try to walk away. And then Denise said something interesting. Warren, Molly and Willy don't want you to walk away. Molly and Willy want you to be comfortable. They want to comfort you. And it's amazing how, as I said earlier, when I'm going through those emotional changes in my own self, that Molly and Willy are right there. Just another incredible reason. And I've worked with so many thousands of dogs over the years, and I've noticed the changes in their guardian's behavior, and I was able to pick up on that and resolve the issue by having the guardian change some of their behavior with their pets. But when it's yourself, it's pretty hard to self-diagnose sometimes. And again, that's one of the reasons I'm sharing it. It can happen to anyone. So if you notice you're going through changes in your life, whatever they may be, changes come, changes go, but yelling or being upset or arguing, all of these things are really stressful for our pets. So take heed of what I'm saying, okay? Even Warren, and I don't mean even Warren is up there. I mean even Warren is a human being who spends his entire life with animals. It took them some time to realize that it was not their behavior that was changing. It was my behavior that was causing their behavior to appear different. I just want you to understand that. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I had my last shot just a few days ago, and hopefully we're going to be okay here. And I think we are. But again, I hope you understand what I'm trying to get across here. I'm just trying to get across here that sometimes it's your behavior that affects your pet's behavior, and I want you to understand that as well. Don't forget to tune into The Pet Show or follow me here on YouTube, youtube.com/Warren Eckstein. I'm going to be spending a lot more time on YouTube because it gives me so much time to expand on some of the things I want to talk to you guys about. So until next time, you know what to do. Give all your pets a hug and a kiss for you, and as I say every time, and a special one for me. I'm Warren Eckstein. I'll talk to you on The Pet Show. Check out the website, thepetshow.com. Lots of great free information there as well. Till next time, give your pets a big hug and a kiss.